Hey guys, so we're going to start with an activator. So one of these doesn't match, and I want you guys to find out which one doesn't. Let's start with that. So you can write it down on your paper, or you can just think about it, and then we're going to talk about it in a little bit. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can put stuff on the bookshelf too, on the top. So remember, we're finding out which one does not belong.
Wait.
I know.
Where's Buck Marco?
I think she went downstairs.
I can't hear you. What?
I think she went downstairs. Sorry, I'm recording.
Oh my God, I want to know that. Sorry.
It's okay.
Jeez, come on.
Wait. Does everybody know? Does everybody?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think, Skylar?
I think it's that one.
12 over 3?
No, that one.
Oh, 4 over 1. Okay, what about you?
Dragon.
Jaden?
I think it's.
Which one do you think it is?
15.
15 over 3. And what about you?
I think it's 4 over
4 over 1. Okay, well, let's look at them. What do you think is different?
1.
Why did you pick which Madison?
I think 4 over 1 because it's the smallest number and all the other ones are in the teens.
Okay.
I picked that one, like 4 over 1 because it's a whole number.
Okay. And Jaden?
I picked it because it's in the teens.
It's in the teen numbers. Alright, so let me ask you guys a question. When we see improper fractions, what do we usually do with them? We divide, because this line between the numerator and the denominator mean to divide. So if I want to change these improper fractions, what do I need to do to them? Divide them. So let's do the first square. What's 16 divided by 4? 4. Now let's look at the second square. What's 12 divided by 3? 4. And 15 divided by 3? 5. And 4 divided by 1? 4. So now, let's look. Which one looks different from the rest? Skylar? 15 divided by 3. Does everybody see how we got that? So every time you see an improper fraction, especially on the Georgia milestones, the answer is usually not going to be in a fraction, right? Or an improper fraction. It's usually going to be a whole number or a mixed number, because our answer might be an improper fraction, or answer might be an improper fraction, but it's usually going to be a whole number or a mixed number, right? Okay, good job, guys. So now we're going to take a look at our fraction tiles. Have you guys ever used fraction tiles before?
Yes. I think at first grade. Did we use them? I think so.
Yeah. It might have been a while, but that's fine. So we're going to look at a problem. I don't know if you guys can see this. I wish I had a projector. But I'm going to read this problem and then just have it right here. Let me zoom in. Okay. So Miss Jones is a music teacher. And 2/4 of her class will do, we'll do 2/3 of her class is girls. And 1/2 of those girls play the saxophone. The problem wants me to, what fraction of Miss Jones's class is girls who plays the saxophone? When I'm reading this problem, I know that part of the music class is girls and part of the girls play the saxophone, right? So I'm going to use this fraction tile to represent the whole class because it's one whole class. And then I said 2/3 of all the people in the class are girls. So I'm going to take 2/3 of my fraction tiles. Thank you, Madison. And I'm just gonna place them over my half because I know that 2/3 of the girls in this class, 2/3 of the people in this class are girls, right? Okay, so this shows me how many girls are in the class. But the problem wants me to figure out how many girls play the saxophone. And I know that, what did I say?
Two.
And then I know that half of those girls play saxophone. So half of those girls. Let me get an eraser. So I'm gonna write an equation for what we just did. An equation. So we had one whole class. Okay, so we had one whole class. You guys got it?
I'm using one hand. I'm so strong. I'm using no hands.
Landon, if you're not helping, I need you to go back and push.
No, I'm gonna see if you can.
Keep pushing it. Push it all the way. Okay, I had one whole class, and of those girls, and when we say of, we know that we're multiplying. Good job, Skyla. We know that we're multiplying. And 2/3 of those girls in the class, of those people in the class are girls. That's 2/3. Okay? And anything times itself is, anything times 1 is
The same.
yes, is itself. So 2/3. Okay? That's just what we did to figure out how many girls we have. So now we know that there's 2/3 girls in the class, and now we need to figure out how many girls play saxophone, and we know that half of those girls play saxophone. So here's my 2/3 fraction tiles over my one whole class, right? And then we're gonna put our 1/2 overlaying it. So now I have 2/3 of the girls in the class, and then 1/2 of those girls are playing saxophone. So this is my equation. Does anybody have any questions so far? No? You need a clipboard, Skylar?
Yes. Ooh, that's big.
It's not even a clipboard.
I know, I thought we had clipboards, but they're moving stuff. Okay, so in class, when we do morning work and we do reviews, we usually draw out our boxes. And we have, this is our one whole. So let's all draw it. And as we draw, we're gonna use our fraction tiles to look at it. So let's all draw a whole. And Jaden, how many girls were in our class? What fraction of girls were in our class? Of girls? 2/3, right. So 2/3 were girls. And I'm gonna draw my lines to separate in 2/3. And then I'm gonna use my shading to represent 2/3. Okay, so let's all shade them in. So when I shade, I'm gonna use my fraction tiles to represent this. I have 2/3. So our picture should look like our tiles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Everybody got that shaded?
Mm-hmm.
Now, half of those girls play saxophone. So we're going to draw a line straight through the middle, separate them into halves. Now, only 1/2 play saxophone. So I'm going to do another type of line. So we shaded, so maybe we'll do like dotted lines or something different to separate them. So 1/2 play saxophone. Everybody good with that?
Yes.
So sometimes when we're doing it in class, if we do all the lines the same, it's kind of confusing, right? So now I'm gonna take my fractions out and put it over the 2/3. Now I have to find out how many altogether are girls who play the saxophone. So I'm gonna count my overlapping. I need to figure out what my overlap is, because this is gonna tell me the answer. So what is my overlap? 2. I have 2. And what fraction of the whole do I have?
Teachers, could you please send students that ride bus 383 and 302? Please send students that ride bus 383 and 302.
Good job. Okay, so now I'm gonna give you some more problems to do, and we're gonna do a book it. I know, so exciting. So I'm gonna let you guys cut out your own. Ooh. I'm gonna let you guys cut out your own.
Let me get some scissors.
Yes, we can get some scissors.